Operation Fatherhood here. So this particular video, I want to talk about the importance of having your kids around their grandparents. So again, okay, grandmother and grandfather, grandmama and granddaddy, Gigi and Paw, or Papa and G-Ma, whatever you call them. Okay, it is very, very important that you have your kids around your parents. Now, I'm not talking about those folks who your parents or your relationship with your parents is toxic. Okay, I understand that there are some parents it's not good for you to be around them, so therefore you don't need to have your children around them. However, for those of us who've had a good relationship with our parents, you need to, and they raised you right, raised you well, you need to make sure you have your kids around them. And the reason I'm saying this is because I recently had a person who I love, a good friend of mine, coworker, had made a point where she was basically talking about the hurt coming from having grandchildren basically being more dedicated to being on their phones than engaging in a relationship with their grandparents. So, and that hurts, right? Like if you're a grandparent, probably most grandparents, dare I say all of them, but at least most of them, they want their grandchildren in their lives. So when that grandchild is growing up and they're not in there or they're around, but they quote unquote have something to do, or they're on their phone, or they're on any video games, whatever. The thing is that you as the parent need to make sure that your child is around their grandparents. Now I get it. I'm hours away from both of my parents, my sets of my parents. So I can't have my kids around them every weekend like I was when I was a kid with my grandparents. I can't, make sure that my kids, see them every day, or not every day, but every week, or even once a month is hard, right? Because I got to work and stuff like that. However, they do get the chance to see their grandparents. And believe you me, when they get older, when they become teenagers, it's going to be very important that they go see their grandparents, go stay with their grandparents, right? And I say this coming from when I was a kid, my parents made me go see my grandparents, and there were times I did not want to go because I knew I had to work in the garden or do chores and stuff like that. But I tell you, it made me appreciate those relationships much more because I ended up having a great relationship with my grandparents. My grandfather, I just lost him last week. But the beauty of our relationship and how it grew and how he just was a blessing to me, and not just financially, but just love, and just poured into me wisdom. So don't forget about the grandparents, y'all. We got to do better. Got to do better. Don't forget about the grandparents. Something to think about.